Yep. Good morning, everyone. So last session, have you tried jQuery examples? Huh? So I asked you to try to convert those jQuery JavaScript to jQuery. Were you able to do? Link. Which link? Fake store. Why it's not working? Fake store is not working. Huh? Fake store, it is having contents. Then why it will not come? What is the logic? I already showed you also. What error is coming? Link working. Currently link is working. Na? Show the example that you have tried. Cut. Show the example that you have tried. I will check. Because it is the same concept. There is no change. So jQuery Ajax functions you use na? jQuery Ajax. So by using jQuery Ajax, they can work. So I will just add that. I will show you here. So additionally, we need to install what? Install jQuery. After installing jQuery, let's add a file, home.html. And here, the page. And just we have an ordered list. We have a script, and the script source is node modules jQuery dist jQuery.js. Another script. Now in this script, we have function, and what we have to do $.ajax. Ajax, what is the method? Get. What is the URL? URL is http fake store api.com/products. And what is the success callback function? Response. Response is nothing but it contains products. Now what we need to do, products.map, read every product. And what we have to do for every product, we need to create a list item. In the list item, what is the text? Product dot, suppose title. Okay. And append to whom? Ordered list. And here on load, it should get that data. It's coming. You might have written some mistake in your code. Check once. It is coming now, right? What is not working? What error you saw? What link is not working? It is working here. Why it will not work? You should connect to internet. Then it will work. Somewhere it may be wrong. Check where it is wrong. Why link will not work? It is working. A link. Separately we opened this, na? It's working, right? Right? Once check, right? So the same, only the point is instead of concept here, don't copy and paste my code. You type, right? Because some people copy paste and say not working. Why? Because when you copy and paste, so some special characters will come in my code. Understood? That is wrong link. This URL, everything you manually type, don't copy and paste what I uploaded in classroom. If you do so, what you have done then? So you should not copy and paste the code. Right? Everybody comes with same problem. When I see the code, I will see that they copied, but you will not agree. You will say that no, sir, I typed. But you haven't typed. You copied my code. Because by seeing the code, I can tell it is copied or not. Why? Because when I copy the code into classroom, the URLs will be wrong. Understood? When I post the code into classroom, URL will be wrong. Why? Because I want to test you to check whether you are trying or copy pasting. Understood? Everybody comes with complaint like not working URL means he is copying and pasting. He is not typing. Because in classroom, whatever I post, URL will be wrong. So you have to type the correct URL because you already know the URL. Suppose we are saying products/1 like that. It will not be directly like that in classroom. When I post that code, it will be like ampersand, some code like that. Understood? You might have copied and pasted the same. Then it will not work. Okay. Right. So if you copy and paste what you are trying, nothing. Right. So this is everywhere it will work. Just make sure that you are not copy pasting. Right. Now, next option here, after understanding how do we work with this jQuery and Ajax options, I showed you that jQuery Ajax is used for building single page applications. But we will use post and other methods also with the help of database. Okay. There is one more which you can try. I will show you some points, others you have to try. Like actually, jQuery have another option called jQuery UI. jQuery is having another concept called jQuery UI. Actually, jQuery UI is nothing but it is a component library for building effective UI, user interface. It is a component library for building effective UI. So already you learned Bootstrap. It is same like Bootstrap. Bootstrap is also a component library. jQuery also have a component library. But when compared to Bootstrap, jQuery have simple methods. But it doesn't have everything what we need for projects. That's the reason we use combination. Sometimes jQuery, sometimes Bootstrap. jQuery UI, how to get, you cannot get from NPM. From NPM, you will not get complete jQuery UI. So what you have to do is manually download. How? I will show you. So generally, component library means what? It provides predefined components. So which include, we have jQuery effects. One is jQuery effects, another one jQuery widgets, and it contains jQuery plugins. All these are present. jQuery effects, actually jQuery effects are nothing but interactions. jQuery interactions, widgets, and plugins. These are all present with jQuery UI actually. jQuery UI have all this. Now, how to get this jQuery UI? You have to manually download. Actually, others we can install from NPM. We have to manually download. How to download? See, this is the official website of jQuery UI. This is jQuery UI official website. In this jQuery UI website, we have to go to download. You see here there is option download. There is a stable download version. You have to download that stable. When you download the stable, it will get you the zip folder. What you have to do, extract the zip folder, right click and extract all. Extract to the folder. Okay. Once you extracted, all its files will open. In that, copy these files. Copy all these files. And you go to your project. Suppose our project is in Flipkart. In that, go to node modules. In node modules, create a library, means create a folder. And the folder name jQuery UI. And paste all those files. Now it is ready. This is the jQuery UI library. You have to do in this way only. Why? Because they don't have any complete NPM. Through NPM you can install, but all files will not come. So if they have that, they would have mentioned here now, just like Bootstrap, saying that through NPM you download this. They will provide that. But you have to download manually like this. And you need to keep that in our project folder, right? So I will show you the process, what we do. So set up jQuery UI. How? First, visit this jQueryui.com. jQueryui.com. Second, what we have to do is download stable version. So zip folder, then unzip the folder, copy all files. Now go to your project folder, some Flipkart node modules. So what you have to do, create a new folder, jQuery UI, and paste all files. That is the process you need to follow. So once jQuery UI is there, you can use this jQuery UI. So how to use jQuery UI? You have to link. What you have to link is, so to use jQuery UI in page, you have to link the following files. What are the files you have to link? Actually, you have to link jQuery.js, jQuery UI.js, and there is a jQuery UI.css. There is a separate CSS for jQuery UI, same like Bootstrap. If you link this, then jQuery UI is ready. You can start working with jQuery UI. That is jQuery JS UI and UI CS. So let's see. First, link these folders. I will go here, add a new page, some demo.html. In this, we are adding first script. Script source is node modules, jQuery dist jQuery.js. After that, script source node modules, jQuery UI, jQuery UI.js. You need to link a style sheet. href is node modules, jQuery UI, jQuery UI.css. These are the files we need to link. Now let's go to the script and the jQuery function. Now here we are having a simple image. Let's copy some images. So I will add a new folder, images. I will copy some images. Okay, let's say some images are here. Online, yeah. So some images I'm copying there. Let's copy some images. Okay. So what we are doing here is just adding an image, src. It is in images, some a1.jpg. Width is 100, height is 100. Like this we define, and this is one image. Now what is the speciality of jQuery UI is all functionalities it provides in a simple way. I showed you touch events, mouse events. Suppose I want to move this image from one place to another. Already I showed you a touch event. I showed you a mouse event. We have to write a logic. But see, in jQuery UI provides, it actually provides jQuery interactions. Interactions like we have sortable, we have like another one is draggable, we have like resizable, we have like selectable, all these. This comes under jQuery interactions. Sortable, draggable, resizable, selectable, these are jQuery interactions. What we have to do as per jQuery, here we need to access that image $img. You know jQuery selectors already we learned. Just for this, you see, I am applying resizable method. When I apply resizable method, then automatically here I can adjust the size. We can simply drag and adjust the size. That's very simple. That means without writing any logic, now image is dynamically resizable. For example, I just made it as draggable. Then you can see I can drag and put anywhere I want. This is so simple. That means earlier to do this lot of mouse events I have to write. Now it's very simple, ready-made. These interactions are very popular. For example, you see I am writing an ordered list. In that list item, I defined some CSS and JavaScript and HTML. So bootstrap like this. Now what I am doing is I'm accessing that ordered list and simply put sortable. And when I keep sortable, you can see I can drag and drop these anywhere. I can easily drag and drop these anywhere. Like this, I can adjust. This is very simple. To do these kind of interactions, it will take a lot of time. They give ready-made. Now, if you want to learn others, you can go to that website. You see already their interactions are present. You just select which one you want. It will show you the code for that. You see there is a view source now. When you select view source, the code will come. In that code, it will show you what classes also you can apply. What are these classes? These classes come from that CSS file. Just like Bootstrap classes, they have their own class. If you apply those classes, then it look like this, so that you can move above or below. Otherwise, you can give your own Bootstrap appearance, right? So the point is, These interactions make the performance more simple and easy. Not only that, these are interactions. I will give you one example here. Let me copy this example and keep it here. This is related to what? This is related to interactions. So we have interactions, and what are the interactions? Sortable, draggable, resizable, and all. You can try them, right? So we have another important is not only just sortable and all these options, we have already widgets. Widgets are nothing but actually jQuery widgets are nothing but just like your Bootstrap components. Like we have button, we have like accordion. We learned already these accordions, buttons. So you have like which options, models, right? We have like nav bars, but all are not there. Like carousels and all, everything is not there. Here they are little different. So many ready-made options are available, right? So these widgets, what is difference between these and Bootstrap? You see, Bootstrap widgets are very complex because you can customize every part you want. Header how you want, footer how you want, everything you can customize. But jQuery is not easily customizable. It is not easily customizable, but a standard functionality you want, you can easily implement very fast, very simple. For example, we learned in Bootstrap how to use accordion. Tell me what are the classes required for accordion? We designed accordion in Bootstrap. What are the classes? Accordion, accordion item, accordion collapse, accordion header, accordion body, database target, database parent. You need database parent also, right? So database toggle, so many. Very lengthy approach. But see here now. See here, I will delete this. Yeah. Let's create a div. This have an ID, topics. In this one div, in that heading is some HTML. In that another div. In that we have some paragraph. So it is a markup language like this. Now what we will do, we will take another div, right? So or directly heading is enough, right? Actually heading. Under the heading, the div is present. Similarly, we have another heading. What is it? CSS. We have a div and it defines styles. Like this we are having another heading. So this heading is JavaScript, and here we are defining a paragraph. It manipulates DOM like this. Now see, actually these are the topics we have, and we want a accordion style. Earlier to apply accordion, lot of concept is there. See, we will simply access that div hash topics. To that you apply accordion function. That's it. It's accordion. It's accordion now. And you see it's working. All the functionality is same. This is very simple. Just only one word. Now by seeing this, you may think like, then why you wasted time in Bootstrap? So many things we have learned. Now the question is how you will change the button. How will change the button here? There is no accordion button in this design. Is there any accordion button? Automatically accordion button came. Then how you will customize? Then what we have to do? We have to go to the script file. In that script file, we need to search where is accordion code. There you have to make the changes in the code. But when you make the changes, everything is modified. All accordions will modify. Then this is very difficult for customizations. So the best one for customizing is Bootstrap. That's the reason many people even don't know jQuery UI. They just know jQuery. But if you want a particular functionality with the same style what they given, then this is best because it saves a lot of time. This is enough also. But at some levels, we want more customizations. Then we better go with Bootstrap. If you know this, this is more simple. Suppose I want a date picker. Suppose you see we have a div, some departure I am giving. We have input type is text and ID is some journey or say DPT, something like this. Now I want this to work like a date picker. That means calendar. You may say that why can't we use date? Because date will come with a date calendar. We cannot use this date because some browsers don't support HTML5 types. That means some old browsers, they can't understand these new types like email, date, and URL. What else you learned? Color. All those new types, they can't understand. Then even you give input type date, they will give a empty box. Then what is the specialty of jQuery is jQuery allows to make the logic compatible across devices. Across devices, wherever you want, you can use. Across platforms, across browsers, everywhere it will work. That means actually JavaScript have lot of compatibility issues. Now jQuery will reduce the compatibility issues. You can overcome the compatibility issues by using what? jQuery. So see now what we do. Just access that div. Actually, this is a simple text box. Now access that text box hash DAPT to that attach date picker. That's it. Now you can see that automatically when I click inside, a date picker will come. I can choose a date here and automatically it will store that there. What is good about this? It can work on any browser because it is not browser compatible concept. It is a concept which runs on every browser. Wherever JavaScript works, it will work. So that means every browser enabled with JavaScript can use jQuery. So then it is more easy, right? Now, what is your job? You learn other widgets by yourself. Understood? You can visit this website. You see there is a widgets category also now. In this widgets, you have accordion, autocomplete, button, date picker, dialog, menu. So many are present. Progress bar, spinner. Spinners also we learned in our Bootstrap. Same things. Suppose you select here some menu. It will give you the option like this. So many people asked for this menu type now. When we learned about Bootstrap and all, this is a nested menu. If you want to design a menu like this, it's very simple actually. You see, go to the view source. Actually, you have to just design a nested list. You have to design a nested list. You already learned nested list now. You already learned nested list. You have to create a nested list. And what you have to do inside that nested list, to that nested list, you need to just apply one option. What is that menu? You have to just apply the option menu. That's it. It will work. We need to define a nested list. And observe here, that means simple. Suppose let me copy this. Already copied. Yeah. Another example for that is remove. You are creating a nested list, suppose. Because in JavaScript, you learned how to create a nested list, unordered list. So list item. Here, actually, in this list item, we have electronics. Electronics. In that, we are having again another unordered list. In that, we have televisions. So we have like mobiles, right? We have like watches like this. So in mobiles, again, we have unordered list. This have a list item. What is that? It is having some Realme something. We are having like MI. So we are having like Apple like this. Now, so here, this is the categories we configured. Another list item. Another list item is some footwear. And here we have an unordered list item. So we are configuring like some boots. We have like casuals. We have like some sneakers like this. And you see this unordered list is having an ID as menu. How to access that? Here we need to access dollar, what it is, hash menu. To that apply menu. If I apply menu for that, that means you can see here. So it looks like this. But width is not there. Actually, it is working, but width is not sufficient. It is occupying full width. Why? Because they given a technique. What is the technique? This electronics is given in a div. Understood? That means now you see it will come like this. This footwear also is given, means every header, suppose this is mobiles. This mobiles is again given as a div. Similarly, here footwear is again given as a div. According to their design, we need to implement. Again, width is not there. That means what we have to do, you see, they applied a class for this. What is the class they have? So you see, ready-made class is there. They have a class. What is this? This is UI menu. UI menu is the class which is internally applied. Suppose I am applying here style. What is the style dot UI menu? But anywhere we are not using. That means it is nothing but code is using it, right? So width I given some 200 pixel. That means you see it will be like this. So what are the classes they are using? Those classes we can define here. And you see on this, it will get that and it will display. This is a nested one. What you do, every item put in a div. These type of options are very simple. Actually, with the Bootstrap, if we have to design lengthy, it is easy. You can easily handle it. What are the classes required? They will mention about the classes. They will mention about all the CSS required. They are saying that in resources demos styles.css is there. You can copy that and you can add that also. That means in the library, whatever you downloaded, jQuery UI, here you see resources is not there. But they are saying that they have a resources library. That means if any such thing is not there, and then what you can do is you can open this location and you can directly use it. Means actually you can go to the code, that location, and you can implement. Actually, these are, you can copy and paste that line in URL. It will directly get that code and you can use. So these are important. And you see categories. You see categories related, how to set categories, how to set icons. You can see icons, how to set. You can use their icons or you can use Bootstrap icons. It doesn't matter. They already have some icons also. If you want, you can use those icons. You can see UI icon. Ours is BI icons, right? So, but many people don't know this. But because out of 199%, everybody goes with Bootstrap. Because we don't need how these people will provide. We want to customize every part. That means from heading to footer, everything we should able to customize, colors, effects and all. That is possible with what? Bootstrap. Here also possible, but it is very complex. So if any effect you need immediately exactly like that, then better you go with jQuery. Others you have to explore by yourself and see, right? So these are not the concepts that anybody teaches you, right? Because already you learned Bootstrap, you must able to learn all these and implement by yourself, because you can see class names and all, right? This is just an extra one I given to you. This is jQuery UI. Another important, you need to know about jQuery plugins. I will show you about jQuery plugins. Actually, jQuery plugins are nothing but a plugin. A plugin is a small, is a code snippet with predefined functionality, which you can implement, and customize according to requirement, which you can implement and customize according to requirement. Code snippet means a code block. So a ready-made code block which you can implement and customize. Actually, widgets are components, and these are predefined code blocks. Actually, these are ready-made functionality. These are having ready-made functionality. For example, why you need these kind of components, right? What is the necessity of these? These are also very much used, but these are not available in Bootstrap and all. That means, for example, suppose we want to display a product. Suppose we are displaying some image. delete. Yeah. We are keeping some image. Let's keep an image. Display in a card style or something. So IMG SRC and we have images. What this is ad1.jpg. So width and height. Now you can see there is one image. So now what we want is below this image, I want its barcode. We want a barcode because by using the barcode, they can scan and they can use it. Now, how to create barcode? If you ask this question to even Java people also, they don't know. Java, .NET people also, they don't know. That means how you will generate barcode because their technology don't have, their technology also don't have that. Then what they will say that, so our technology is not having anything such library. We will see in any third party. Third party means we have to search some extra libraries which support that and we need to implement that. And where is that third party library for jQuery? You can search. You have the website. So you have the website like so npmjs.com. npmjs.com. This is node package manager. So this is the resource library for various packages or plugins. Various packages and plugins, you can get it from there. Various packages or plugins are present in this npm.js. What you have to do, you need to search in this npm.js. You need to learn and implement. Unfortunately, what is the problem here is these third parties are designed by developers like you. When they are designed developers like you, some issues may be there. Sometimes they fail, they don't work. In that case, you have to just ignore them and use something better. First, before blindly implementing, you have to read about it. You have to do research on it and then implement. Right? So this is not, again, somebody teach and you learn. Why? Because even if I teach a library today, after few days it will change because they keep on updating, changing the new features, adding new functionality. Versions will be changing. That is the reason you should learn by yourself and implement. Right? That is actually the way of corporate level training. As generally corporate level training means, when suppose corporate level training, how it happens is you are learning here JavaScript or something, JavaScript, jQuery, something, or all these topics. In corporate level training, what they do, they will say that just in 2 days, JavaScript should finish. Only 2 days time they give. That means 2 days for JavaScript, 1 day for HTML, 1 day for CSS. Finish. In companies for developers, they will not take 2-3 months of training. Just maximum 1 week. 1 week too much, that is. Usually it happens in weekends. Right? So generally in those kind of trainings, what they will do, they will explain all the topics. They will explain all the resources and they will explain the technique behind it. And they will ask that you learn. That means you have to learn by yourself. But all the architecture part, everything they will explain. The rest of work you have to do. Suppose tomorrow we are going to learn one topic. Then what we ask our people that you learn about the topic and come tomorrow. Tomorrow I am going to teach some topic. Then what we will ask is prepare on the topic and come. First, you have to do research on the topic by yourself. After that, when you attend the class, we will ask what you understood about the topic. Then you explain what you understood by yourself. Then the trainer will guide you saying that this is the way. Now, if you ask here like that, right? Tomorrow we will discuss, you get prepared. Then you people will ask, then why are you here? If I have to prepare any topic by myself, why you are here? Such mindset people cannot be a software engineer in his life. Understood? If you have such mindsets, you can never be a software engineer in your life. And even if you are, maximum for 1 or 2 months only. Even by mistake, you become a software engineer with this kind of mindset, maximum you can survive 1 or 2 months in a company. Understood? That means these kind of mindset people will never fit in companies. But usually everybody wants that. He says that every topic we have to tell. That is not right way of learning. If we discussed one topic, similar concept, you must able to explore by yourself. That makes you a software developer. In corporate training, we do the same. I told you I freelance for HP, Helvet Packet. For more than 8 years, I freelanced for Microsoft. Right? We train the trainers. My role was train the trainers so that trainers will train the developers. We have a train the trainers scenario. Right? We train software trainers. Software trainers will train the developers across India and world. Right? And what is our job is tell the trainers what to train the developers, how to train the developer. We train them. Right? In that scenario, these all are followed. We train people on certification. They write .NET certification, Java certification. Right? My profile was on .NET. So I started as a .NET corporate trainer. So because now React, Angular, front end, these are trending, we just shifted to these trainings. So even today in your Amirpet market, my .NET books are available. Right? So people still follow those books, people who are learning .NET. Right? Point is, the technology learning is not about everything delivering to you. Then you cannot become a software engineer. Right? You should explore the concept before you learn the concept. That means I say that tomorrow, this is the topic you have to learn. Then you should get prepared with the topic and come. Then we will ask what you understood. So then we will say that, no, this is the correct way. Right? That is how people learn the technologies. Right? And important is, these are not even stable also. Because even you learned today, in next week, one new version comes, some more functions are added, old functions may be removed. You need to keep in touch by yourself. Right? I will show you one hint. You have to try based on that. As I told you, even the options they give, sometimes they may go wrong. That means even their help go wrong. then we have to check all the possibilities manually. I will show you that. Let's see. Suppose we will see one plugin. Plugin is, I will show you example, some barcode. How do we implement the barcode, right? Let's see. Suppose I want to put a barcode here. To put a barcode, first we will visit the website npmjs.com. This is npmjs. Here we will search for the barcode. Barcode again categories. Java barcode, .NET barcode, PHP barcode, Angular barcode, React barcode. Which barcode you want? jQuery barcode. Then you can see jQuery barcode related some libraries will come. And you see this is 7 years back published. This is 5 years back published. So many are there. But which one you have to use? That you have to do research. How? You need to open, you need to see its rating, how many people downloaded, how many people use. Based on that, you should implement. Remember, you can't blindly trust them because some mistakes will be there. Then you have to correct them with your knowledge, right? For example, see, I will open this one. And you can see it is showing that this is barcode library. And for that, they are saying that you can install with npm I jQuery. I is for install. jQuery EAN13. That is the library for barcodes. Okay, let's do that. npm install jQuery EAN13. That is what we are installing. Okay, we are downloading and installing that library. Fine. After that, here they given some notes. They are saying that if you are using JavaScript, you put this library. And if you are using jQuery, you put this library. Means what is the file they are saying? They are saying ean13.min.js. Here they are saying jQuery ean.js. Here itself mistake is there. Here itself they given wrong. This is JavaScript and they kept a jQuery library. Right? Just like you said, na, I written exactly like you, sir, but not working. If you written exactly like me, it will not work. Why? Because I may showed you correct, but I may posted you wrong. Understood? That means now what? Why you are sitting in a class then? Why you are sitting in a class? Don't sit directly. See my notes every day. Understood? Why you are sitting in a class? To know the process, na? What I am typing, from where I am using. If you have to follow a notes and do the examples, why to attend class? No need of attending class. You can learn from any website also. Right? Why? Because here you will learn the process from where and how to get that. You see, these people directly first place itself, they posted wrong. And that is their help document. Help document may be wrong. You can't complain on that. Why? Because these are licensed under MIT. MIT license means any software which is MIT license, that means they are not responsible for that. That means they are providing you. If it is not working, they are not responsible. They are freely providing you. Even you pay money and it's not working, then you can raise an issue saying that this is not working. They will give you suggestion. When you are using free sources, MIT licenses means Majority all MIT license means they are not responsible for what they are providing. If it is working, use. If not working, leave it. Do use another. That's only the point. You see, here itself there is mistake. So now tell me which one we have to link here. So that means what we have to do after this, jQuery UI is not required as of now. Okay. jQuery is okay. Next one, what? We need a script source in node modules, jQuery EAN. In that there is a dist. In that jQuery EAN.js. EAN.js or min.js. It depends because EAN.js is for development, min.js is for production. We know that. Currently, we want a production directly. We can use that min.js. Okay. Next, what they are giving, they are saying that to put a barcode, you need to insert a canvas. Canvas is an HTML element which is used for icons, diagrams, drawings. If you want to put some drawings, you can do that by using canvas. Barcode is a drawing. It contains bars, lines with numbers below. It's a drawing. Such drawings we can embed by using canvas. Just what you have to do, you need to define here below this image. I will keep a div. In that we put a canvas. This canvas, so width, I will give 150. The canvas height, I will give 50. Like this, we are defined. Canvas will have an ID. ID is code. Okay. That is where we want to display. And this canvas is a element which may not work in old browsers. So put an alert. Your browser doesn't support canvas because some old browsers don't support. But if your browser is supporting, it will not show anything there. If it is not supporting, it will show. Just like you saw no script. No script is to show whether JavaScript is working or not. I showed you now. So here canvas is there. Fine. Next, what they are doing, they are saying that access that and give the code. And see, for barcode, they are saying that here. So printing a barcode, this is 12-digit code. And here how much? So 1, 2, here how much they given? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They now again confusion. Do I need to give 12 or 13? They given their 12-digit code, and here they are saying that here they given 13. That means again these kind of issues will be there. Now what we will do is we will just use this option. What we will do, access, what is it? $. So what is code? In that code, what we have to do, EAN. EAN, and what is the code? And you can see we are accessing that and we are using that code. So EAN is 13, EAN 13 uppercase. That also matters. Huh? Which one? EAN, what it is? 13. 13-digit code, I am giving 99. So 2, 3, 4, how many? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm giving a 13-digit code for that. And you can see here, so still this is not working. right? Now we will check the errors. Any errors are there. Here I will give 12-digit code. 12-digit code, you can see still it is not working. You see, code is hash. Yeah. Now you can see 13-digit code is working. So it is not working. Let's go to inspect. In the inspect, let's go to the console here and refresh. Nothing working. Error is not there. Let's check the code they given here. 12 digits. Still it is not there. EAN13. Acha, it is a string type code. Let's give a string type code. And you see here it is working. And you can see that is a string type code we are defined. So, and see if there is any error, even error not coming. That means these are the very riskiest things, but you have to use. And they will not be in the same way. Suppose I'm developing an application using Angular or React. Again, their library will be different. Then what you have to do, you have to search React barcode, Angular barcode. They will give you the library. And observe here, they given a different library and a different syntax, but we saw clearly that there is jQuery word. That's the reason we implemented. According to them, which one they want? EAN13.js. But we saw that clearly that heading is JavaScript, but they linked jQuery. These kind of basic things you should clearly notice and implement. So these kind of options are called plugins. We call these options as plugins. Actually, plugins, so many will be there. This is one a plugin for barcode. For barcode extra, what we have to do, I will give an point here, npm install, what is it? jQuery EAN, right? EAN13 that is the library. Once you do this, then that file will come, you can link and you can use it. Similar to that QR codes, barcodes, different types of options will be there. You need to create and define. Now, another point is here. So not only this, so many. I will give you another example. In many interviews, they ask, we want a grid. Grid means we can display information in rows and columns. Their user can search, user can filter, pagination should work. Like, how do you create such grids? Here, ready-made, you see. I will go here, npm.js, you search for jQuery grid. These are very popular. You can see jQuery grids will come. This is a jQuery grid. You can see JS grid, grid.js, so many are there. You open any, so this is 7 years back, this is 5 months back published. You see grid.js. You can observe the design, see grid.js. And you can see the how it looks like. You see full documentation is here. I will open grid.js and it is not there. That means there is no help. If there is no help, what should I do? Let's say here some sponsors. Why grid.js? You can see they don't have proper option here. Okay, then we will go with another one because here grid docs is empty. Here next this they have given in some React JS how to handle a grid. So this doesn't look reasonable for us. Then we will go with another grid. What is it? There is another grid, na? So there is another grid called JS grid. Let's go here. And you can see this JS grid. They given a grid like this. And you want such grid to use. Then see, they given the logic. That means what is the logic required for designing a grid? Right? That means you have some data, you can implement that data into that grid and it will work. Actually, so here, see, they given that filtering, sorting and all. You see fields. Fields means columns. Column name, column type. You want to display text box or a drop down and it will display the options here. Let's see one example here. How to create that. I will do one thing here. I will install that grid related option. Okay. So what is it? npm install. Let's check what is the library they have. npm install JS grid. So we are installing JS grid and save. Okay, after installing the JS grid, we have to link that script source and node modules JS grid in that dist, in that JS grid.js, JS grid.js. Okay. And you see in their documentation, they just mentioned about it. And they haven't mentioned what type of files to link here. Which files to link, they haven't mentioned. But if you are a software developer, you can see that it contains its own design. From where this design will come? Bold, center, icons, all this design from where it will come? Usually it should come from a CSS only. Na? That means you should know that this might have some CSS, right? So you have to check, is there any CSS for that? And link relation is equal to style sheet, href is node modules, JS grid. In that you have dist, in that JS grid.css. Actually, there is a theme also. Link relation is equal to style sheet. Href is node modules, JS grid, and here what? Dist theme.css. You may apply some ready-made color themes and all for that. So everything they will not give you in help. By seeing it, you must able to understand that there might be some styles. And if you want to know what classes they given in that, you can go to this file. So we can go to that file, JS grid, in that dist, in that JS grid.css. We can go here. You can see here ready-made classes are there. That means grid header, grid body, grid table, grid cell. Then you know that you can apply these classes, right? How you will learn about any CSS given by anybody? Just open their CSS, you will see the class names and you can implement them, right? So here, this is okay, fine. Now here we will create some data where some products is an array. The products array contains object. So here we have name, Here we have price, and here we are having stock, true or false. Another name. So we have like Nike, and we have like price, and we have like stock. So false, like this we are defined. Now I want to display the data in a grid style so that I can filter, I can search, I can edit, delete, I can do some operations. Such grids we will manually create in next level. We will manually create. Here ready-made are present. We will see how we will create a simple div. For this div, we will give an ID. What is that ID? Is table. That is the ID. Now what we have to do to this, in this we have to display this data in a grid style. What is the logic they have given? Dollar hash. What is it? Table. For that table, we need to apply. What is that? Let's check. They have given JS grid. That means .js grid. And this JS grid contains lot of options. What are those? Width, height, pagination, data, and all. Let's copy this code. I will paste that code here. And according to our data, we need to customize this code. According to our data, we need to customize this code. That means width and height, okay. Here data is coming from a variable. What is that variable? Products. Or directly you can keep the data here. We can access data from there, or directly you can keep the data, or you can use fetch. Into that you can load the data. Now here, what is first field? Name. What is second field? Price. Address, country I don't want. I want another field. What is that field? Stock. Its type is what? Checkbox. What is the title? Title I want in stock. Right? All these customizations we do. And now it is ready. Now let's run this and see. And you can see there is a grid ready. It is having a ready-made grid here. And observe here in the grid, I search here for TV only. So here TV, only TV should come. I search for Nike casuals, only Nike casuals should come. That is not working, because for that we need to add more logic. For that they given the functionality below. But some functionalities you see, it is checked because it is in stock. It is not checked out of stock. You click on edit. I click on edit. It opens in edit. I entered something and click on tick. Then it is stored. That means I can do the modification here and 0.44, and here it is not taking. Why it is not taking? Parsing related issues may be there. You have to check, is they given parse int or they given parse float? Right? Another point, you see, I click on delete. Then it says, are you sure? I click OK, that is deleted. But this is not reflected on your data completely, because there is no database connections and all, which we will see next level. We will create our own database and we can create. But these kind of grids designing in real-time projects is very compulsory. But we don't waste time in designing all. We will simply implement third parties. So, but you see here, you see so many attributes they given. That means they given all the ways of customizing it. You can read and you can implement as per your requirement. That means this itself takes so much time to understand about it. right? If you are deleting, if you are adding, if you are modifying. But I will show you one small continuous approach, how to handle CRUD operations that manually we will do. Then it is easy. You can handle any grid easily. This, you see, they have official website. In that official website, you see they have given filtering, pagination, all these facilities. You can check the sample here, how it looks like. Everybody will not provide, and they will give you downloadable JS. No need to download. We can direct, you see demos are there. In the demos, they will give you different types. That means you see, you select sorting, and for sorting, they will give you an option here, how you can sort. You click on sort, it will sort by age. And for that, what is the functionality you need? That functionality they will give you. You have to just show code. And for that, you have to implement. Right? That means you need to see the code and you just need to implement that. That means for sorting, what they have given, sort click. So field name is collect the value and apply the sort. And remember, every grid will not have same function. Grid wise, it will change. Currently, we are using JS grid. It's not necessary that companies will use only this. Sometimes they use a different grid. They will say that we have to implement this. Then you need to explore, learn everything according to its requirements. You need to implement. This is another example of just to make you understand how do we get the grid. So this is npm install what JS grid. This is another grid we are having. So you can get help from npm JS website. You can get more. These are all called as what? Plugins. So we have plugins, we have widgets, and we have interaction. This all comes under jQuery UI, right? So this is jQuery and jQuery UI for you. So how to implement and design good interfaces, okay? Now, once we know this, now we will see the backend. That means now we will learn how to create and work with database. So that we are going to see tomorrow. Tomorrow we will see with the concept of working with MongoDB. MongoDB is the database that we are going to learn. We will see what it is, how it works, how to maintain data for a application. Then we can use this data in reality, right? That we will see in next session. Tomorrow we'll continue. Okay, right.